Many years ago, my father came to your house seeking help. He was a traveler who had lost his way. You turned him away. That man was my father. It is never too late to change, sir. What you give to the world is what the world gives back to you. One evening, as the sun dipped below the hills, casting golden rays over the small village of Madura, an old man named Babu sat outside his hut, sipping on his evening tea. He was the wealthiest farmer in the village, but also the most feared. He was known for his greed, lending money to struggling villagers at high interest and taking their lands when they failed to pay. That evening, a stranger arrived at his doorstep, dressed in tattered clothes. The man looked weary from travel. "Please, sir, I'm a traveler and have lost my way. Could you spare some water and food?" the stranger asked humbly. Babu scoffed, "I'm not wanting a charity. If you have no money, leave." The stranger sighed and gave Babu a piercing look. "You are rich in wealth, but poor in kindness. Remember, karma never forgets an address." With that, the stranger walked away into the night. Babu laughed, dismissing the words as nonsense, but fate had already set its plans in motion. A few months later, a strange illness struck Babu's cattle. His fields, once lush and green, began to dry up. Then came the floods, washing away his stored grains. For the first time, Babu found himself in need, but no one in the village was willing to help the man who had once turned his back on them. Desperate, he swallowed his pride and went to his old friend called Ramu, a humble farmer he had once exploited. "Ramu, my friend," said Babu, "I need help. Please lend me some food." Ramu looked at him with sad eyes and called him, "Babu, do you remember when my wife fell ill and I begged you for help? You took my land instead. Now, I have little for my own family. I cannot help you." Babu turned to others, but the doors that were once open to him were now shut. Days turned into weeks, and Babu's world crumbled. With no money, no food, and no home, he was forced to leave the village in search of work. His once proud stature was now haunted with hunger and regret. One night, exhausted from walking, he arrived at a small hut on the outskirts of another village. He knocked on the door. A kind-looking woman opened it and gasped. "Come in, sir," she said, offering him water and food. As he ate, he studied her face. It seemed familiar. "Have you met before?" he asked. She nodded, her voice soft. "Many years ago, my father came to your house seeking help. He was a traveler who had lost his way. You turned him away. That man was my father." Babu's heart sank, the traveler's words echoing his mind. Karma never forgets an address. Tears streamed down his face. "I have wronged many, and now I suffer." Duma's mind is never too late to change that. What you give to the world is what the world gives you back. From that day, Babu changed his ways. He worked hard and helped others selflessly. He never regained his wealth, but he found him something more valuable. He found peace. What goes around comes around. Kindness and purity will return to us in ways we least expect.